Hey everybody, I thought this would be interesting for those of you who might not have seen last night's video. More importantly, I think this is an interesting, cheap piece that you can buy, which greatly enhances this piece, which is probably the best of the bunch. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll know this is a 3-level slider. There's 4 balls on each layer, and this happens to be compatible. You can take this middle part out and use it with about 4 different models. But this is the more popular one, I think, that most people would have, and it's the most interesting. It's the YEDC 24COSMO PigNose slider. And right now it has the 4 balls in, so it's 2 clicks both ways. And what I want to do is demonstrate to you the different modes that this one can do now, including this, the third piece. Right now, like I said, it's just 4 balls in, and the pin's also in, but that gives you 2 clicks in both directions. So what we'll do now is go ahead and get the balls out of there. Okay, now we have a pivot pin slider, and a darn good one at that. I'll show you in a second. When I take out the pivot pin, it has sort of a shock absorbing pin in there, but I've also done a review on this separately, so if you want to know all the details about it, go there. But the next step would be to remove that middle pin. So you turn it this way and you can get to a keyhole that lets you pull it apart, and we'll use this nifty key. And here we have the center part real quickly, because I talked about this before, but you see this has a little shock absorber, and you can tell when you're using the slider that when it hits that pin, you'd get a sort of a little bit of a thud instead of a crack, which I think for longevity and the piece is going to be much better. So now that we have it apart, the third way to use it that I said wasn't very good, if you're just going to do this, then that's no problem. But if you think you're going to do tricks with it, you know, you'd better be careful. That's all I'm saying. It's because the magnets just aren't strong enough. So that aside, this aside, we'll put these here for a second. So let's go ahead and do the transplant. You know, I could have kept some of those on there. Now, which side fits? Okay. That's not the right side. There we go. Now, you may as well use up the balls you have. Put them back in this. So your 3-level slider now becomes a 2-level slider, and your PigNose slider now becomes a nifty 3-layer slider. That is a pretty good fit, I think. So I thought maybe some of you could find that useful and fun to know. And like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.